The atmosphere inside the America's Got Talent studio is electric, buzzing with the usual mix of excitement, nerves, and anticipation. Audience members chat, judges reset their attention, and the stage crew rushes around making last-minute adjustments. But everything begins to shift the moment a small figure slowly walks out onto the massive AGT stage. It is a 12-year-old Filipino boy, thin, soft-spoken, and radiating a quiet humility that instantly captures attention. He stands at the center of the stage, gripping the microphone with both hands as if gathering strength from it. The lights warm his face. There is no glamorous costume or Elvis-style jumpsuit. No flashy accessories, just a simple boy in everyday clothes, which makes the next few moments even more powerful. Simon Cowell glances up, eyes narrowing with curiosity. He has seen thousands of young performers, but something about this boy's calm presence feels different, almost mysterious. When Heidi Klum asks what he will be performing, the boy lifts his head and replies in a gentle voice, "I will sing Elvis Presley." Soft, polite, almost unsure. A small wave of laughter ripples through the room, not mocking him, but surprised that someone so young would dare take on such a legendary singer. Simon tilts his head slightly, raising an eyebrow. Elvis is not easy. Many have failed, but the boy stands firm, breathing deeply. The music begins. A low, nostalgic guitar intro fills the studio, instantly recognizable to old Elvis fans sitting in the crowd. The boy closes his eyes for a moment, centering himself. And then, in the very first second he opens his mouth, the entire energy in the room changes. His voice is unexpectedly deep, rich, and warm, a voice that seems to come from a place far beyond his age. It is shockingly close to Elvis Presley's tone, almost like the king himself has stepped back into the spotlight. Simon's eyes widen, his posture shifts. He leans forward, trying to understand how such a powerful, soulful sound is coming from such a shy young boy. Audience members gasp softly. A few people start recording on their phones, realizing they are witnessing something extraordinary. As the boy continues, his confidence begins to rise. His shoulders relax, his grip on the microphone loosens. Every note grows stronger and more controlled. He slides into the Elvis vibrato, shaping the classic rock and roll emotion with astonishing accuracy. It is not just imitation, it is pure, heartfelt connection. The boy sings as if he has lived the music, breathed it, and carried it in his soul. By the time he reaches the first chorus, the audience is completely silent, hanging on every note. Even Simon is frozen, staring at the stage with disbelief etched across his face. No one expected this. No one predicted this. A shy Filipino boy has just awakened the spirit of Elvis Presley on the AGT stage, and everyone knows something magical has begun. The moment the young Filipino boy reaches the first chorus, something incredible begins to happen inside the AGT studio. What started as small gasps and murmurs of disbelief turns into a powerful wave of excitement rising across the room. Audience members who were sitting casually now push themselves upright, leaning forward, eyes wide, as if trying not to miss a single moment of this unexpected transformation. The boy, who stood shy and quiet just moments earlier, begins unlocking a side of himself no one saw coming. His voice steadies, becoming fuller, stronger, and astonishingly controlled. As he glides through the melody, he adds subtle Elvis-style gestures, an effortless shoulder roll, a gentle sway of the hips, a flick of the wrist, each movement drawing louder reactions from the crowd. It does not feel exaggerated or forced. It feels natural, as if the music is flowing through him. The cheers begin softly at first. Someone whistles. Another person shouts, "Oh my God." Then, as he hits a striking mid-note with perfect Elvis vibrato, the audience loses control. People rise from their seats. Phones lift into the air, capturing what they know will become a viral moment. Even the backstage crew pauses from their work, peeking out from behind curtains, stunned by the echo of a voice they haven't heard in decades. The judges are equally captivated. Sophia leans forward, eyes sparkling with excitement. Heidi covers her mouth with her hand, visibly amazed. But all eyes eventually land on Simon. Known for his tough, unshakable demeanor, he is now sitting completely still, studying the boy with the seriousness he reserves only for rare, once-in-a-lifetime performers. Slowly, a smile begins to form, a genuine, proud smile that almost never appears unless something truly extraordinary is unfolding. As the boy reaches the bridge of the song, his voice rises effortlessly, hitting a powerful note that fills the entire theater. It's the kind of note that commands attention, that demands silence before applause. And in that instant, everyone is on their feet. A full standing ovation sweeps across the studio long before the performance has even ended. The boy sees the crowd rising, and though he stays focused on the music, a small sparkle appears in his eyes. Confidence, joy, realization. This is no longer a boy singing an Elvis song, this is a star awakening in front of America. Scene 2 ends with the entire room roaring, the energy explosive, and the judges preparing themselves for a moment they know they will never forget. As the final note leaves the boy's lips, the entire AGT studio falls into a breathtaking silence, one of those rare, magical pauses where time feels frozen. The audience is stunned, still processing what they just witnessed. A 12-year-old Filipino boy delivering a performance powerful enough to resurrect the voice of Elvis Presley. Then, suddenly, the silence breaks. A massive wave of applause crashes across the theater. The entire audience jumps to their feet. People cheer, scream, clap, whistle, every corner of the studio is alive with uncontrollable excitement. The boy, still holding the microphone with both hands, looks overwhelmed. His chest rises and falls with heavy breaths, his eyes glistening with relief and disbelief. The camera zooms in on Simon Cowell. He isn't clapping yet, he's staring, hard, studying the boy the way he studies only the rarest, most remarkable talents, those who have the potential to change the show, or even the world. Then, slowly, he leans back, shakes his head in amazement, and finally begins to clap, his expression filled with a mixture of shock and admiration. Simon speaks first. He leans into the microphone and says in a voice filled with genuine awe, "I cannot believe that voice came out of you." The crowd cheers even louder. He continues, "That was one of the best Elvis tributes I have heard in my entire life." He emphasizes each word, making it clear that this isn't just praise, this is recognition of something extraordinary. Heidi beams with pride. Sophia gushes about how the boy's voice gave her full-body chills. Howie shakes his head, repeating that the performance felt unreal. But the moment everyone waits for is still coming. The crowd begins chanting, "Golden buzzer, golden buzzer, golden buzzer." The boy stares at the judges' table, tears starting to gather. Simon looks out at the audience, then back at the boy. His face softens. He stands up slowly, placing both hands on the desk. In one powerful motion, bam! His hand slams down on the golden buzzer. Time explodes into golden confetti. The studio erupts. The boy collapses into tears of joy, covering his face as the audience cheers louder than ever. Simon walks onto the stage to give him a reassuring hug, telling him, "You are going straight to the live shows." The scene ends with gold raining down, the boy overwhelmed, and America witnessing the birth of a new superstar.